Hey guys, welcome back to the Parkerverse. This week, because you guys seem to love him so much, I thought I'll bring you guys an extra home screen setup. This time, matching the style of our Mother Alive wallpaper, I'll bring you guys a reality bending Itachi. This is going to be another one in my series on how to customize your home screen like a pro. A series where I show you how you can easily and quickly get these stunning minimalistic setups on your Android phones. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out the previous episodes. And following that format, I'm going to show you how you can take a basic home screen setup and turn it into something like this. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure you like and subscribe to help support the channel. And don't forget to submit your live wallpaper and home screen requests right from within the Epic Live Wallpaper app. Just head to the live section and then click on the request button. And remember to boost your favorite ones using both the heart and the booster buttons here. So here he is, Itachi bending reality itself with the power of his sharingan. And with this setup, I've made sure to splash the colors of Itachi across the rest of the home screen. From the vertically running red and white icons to the multifunctional widget, which indicates all your essential information, such as the date, time, weather, and comes along with its own quick access music controls. And of course, not forgetting the custom Uchiha crest battery level indicator in the top right of the screen. This setup will be running Nova Launcher using KWGT widgets, and to complete the look, I'll be using the Hex installer for system-wide customization. The link for these and everything else that you're going to need are going to be in the description below. Now as a quick note, if you want that full screen edge-to-edge look for your home screen setup without those ugly signal bars, then make sure you disable the notification bar within Nova Launcher settings. And to get this comfy icon layout, make sure to head to Nova's home screen settings and change the grid size to 4 across and 10 down. And to really clean up your home screen, I highly recommend you turn off icon labels, increase your icon size, as well as disabling your home screen dock. Now that we have that out the way, the icon pack that we're using in this setup to match the colors of the Uchiha clan is the X line icons. Just simply head to Nova's look and feel section and set the pack as your system icons. And before we go any further, make sure you grab this unique wallpaper from my very own custom creation app. Just simply head to the live video section and you'll find it there. And remember, if you have any wallpaper suggestions of your own, make sure to let me know from right within the app itself and boost the ones that you want to see next. Next up, these awesome KWGT widgets. So let's start at the top of the screen with the Uchiha battery level indicator, which we're going to build from the ground up. So let's start by loading in the KWGT layout to our home screen, and then we want to resize it so it looks something like this. Next, using the link in the video description below, make sure to grab yourselves the Uchiha crest image. And within KWGT, make sure to hit create to open up a blank canvas. Now for a quick guide on KWGT manipulation, make sure you check out the video in the top right corner. Now with this widget, we want to start by first adding in our image. So using the plus button in the top right corner, we want to add in a new image item. And once done, we want to head into it, tap on the image section, and load in our crest. At this point, feel free to increase its width to better fit our canvas. Now that our crest is set up, let's head on back, and once again by using the plus button, this time we want to add in a new progress item, which by default is already set up to show our phone's battery level. So now, let's head into it and first change its rotation to 270 degrees. Now, by using the Style tab, we want to adjust its size and height so it's perfectly overlapping our image backdrop. And once done, we want to head into the Color tab and change its filter from normal to multiply. And of course, feel free to adjust these two colors here to emphasize the battery bar element a bit further. Now the final part of this widget is going to be a text battery bar indicator. So simply add in a new text element to the widget, and this time we want to replace its text code with the one on screen here. Next, let's head over to the paint tab and change its filter from normal to clear. So now instead of blending in with the white backdrop, it allows us to see straight through the widget. Now, as a personal tweak, I'm going to change its font to Roboto Slab Bold, before finishing off the widget by adjusting the text size and repositioning it above the curve of the crest. Now for the second widget of the setup, this interactive date, time and music control widget, courtesy of the Terra Pack, is widget number 3. So let's start by loading in the KWGT layout to our home screen, and then we want to resize it so it looks something like this. Now this widget actually comes with several different theming options right out of the gate. Just simply head to the global tab and you can select them there. Now for our setup, we're going to use the theme dark mode, but we're going to modify it ever so slightly, turning that pill indicator and the white tab into a crimson red, the color code for which is on screen now, so make sure to jot it down. Now within the first overlay group, in essence, this widget is broken down into 2 different sections. The first overlay group housing everything to do with that top bar, and the second with everything to do with the lower one. So now within the first group, we want to head into it and then into the stack group itself. Here we're going to find 3 different overlay groups, one for each one of the 3 buttons. Now inside all 3 of these groups, we want to head into the shape items, the paint tab, and then adjust the color codes. At this point, don't worry too much about understanding the code itself. Just simply head into it and make sure to change this part here with our own color code. Now simply repeat this for the 2 remaining button overlay groups and their associated shapes. And alternatively, if you guys decide to replace the entire formula with the color code, then the buttons will permanently be crimson. So once you've repeated these steps for all 3 of the button overlays, let's head back and then into the second overlay group item. Here, you're once again going to find 3 different overlay groups. Each one of them represents the different categories of the widget. So just like we did before, we want to head into each one of these overlay groups and apply our custom color code. Now the layout is going to be a bit different here, but your focus is going to be on that first stack group, where we're going to change the colors for both this shape here, as well as the one further down in this overlay group. So once more, within the shapes color tab, you're going to find this color formula, but this time around, we're going to change this section here. Now just keep in mind, as you're doing this, you're going to have to repeat these steps 2 more times for the other remaining indicator sections. And remember, with the KWGT preview screen, you can tap on the buttons to see how they look live on your screen. So now that we've made the color adjustments to the 3 different sections of the lower bar, you may have noticed while making the change to the music section, there was an extra overlay group right next to one of the shapes. This houses the music controls themselves. Personally, I decided to change the play button to a crimson red as well. For this, simply change the last color code of the formula. And of course, remember to hit save before you leave. And wrapping up this setup, we're using Hex Installer. This is going to give you a nice AMOLED friendly black backdrop with the colors of the theme splashed across the whole system, including the notification panel. Just use the color codes that I'm showing on screen. And alternatively, you can get a similar result using the app OneShade. If you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure you like and subscribe to help support the channel. And if you have any theme suggestions or requests, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. See you next time on Into the Parkerverse.